There's a lot of models that Mazda had over the years that they had for a little while and then they let go of recently, and we're going to talk about them right now. So number one on the list is going to be the Mazda CX-3. The Mazda CX-3 was discontinued in 2021 because it was later reintroduced as the car that we know today, which is the Mazda CX-30. They just added more room to the car, and instead of having it as a sedan, they kind of turned it more into an SUV, tailored it more to people who need a more functional SUV rather than a sedan. The CX-9 is going to be number 2 on the list. The Mazda CX-9 was discontinued in 2023. This car, just like the Mazda CX-3, was reintroduced as the Mazda CX-90. Now, this was kind of more different than the Mazda CX-3 because the Mazda CX-90 is a more luxurious, lavish model. It's more high-end than other Mazdas. It's bigger, has a lot more capabilities, and it is considered the top-of-the-line Mazda. They took the CX-9 and they upscaled the engine. They basically gave it a whole makeover and gave it a total new package and reintroduced it as the CX-90. Number 3 on the list is the Mazda 6. The Mazda 6 was discontinued in 2021. With sales in sedans dwindling, the Mazda 6 could not keep up with the competitive market. There was no replacement for the Mazda 6, so they did not make a CX-60, although that would be cool, but they didn't. It is lost in time, and it was put to rest in 2021. The Mazda 6 discontinued. The Mazda MX-30 EV. This car is a very strange car, in my opinion. You may think it's a nice car, but I've never seen one. Nobody's ever seen one because they were so limited. Only 600 of them were sold. 600. It's very, very little. This car had extremely low sales. It was a mashup between the CX-30 and a couple other Mazda lines, and it was kind of like this Frankenstein EV build that Mazda put out, and the public did not like it. So only 600 sold. It was kind of a flop on Mazda's part. So they discontinued it, and if you have one, you are considered lucky. Next on the list, we have the Mazda 5. Now this was a niche minivan in its class. It was discontinued in 2015. This thing is very rare. Not a lot of people have this car. It's a relic. It was super low in sales. Not a lot of people liked it. It didn't compete well versus the other minivans in its market. So it got discontinued by Mazda. But it's a cool, quirky little vehicle. And if you have one, then that's really cool. Drop a picture in the comments. The Mazda RX-7 was an interesting vehicle. This vehicle had a rotary engine, and at the time, it was pretty cutting-edge technology until emission regulations started occurring, and the vehicle just could not keep up with emissions regulations. So the vehicle was discontinued due to the engine just not being able to keep up with certain restrictions in certain regions. Now that brings us to the Mazda RX-8, which is the successor to the RX-7. And it did pretty well. This one went until 2015, but it got discontinued again because of stricter and tighter emission regulations on vehicle engines. So that rotary engine just could not keep up. And it was a cool car, but it just couldn't keep up with modern vehicle laws. It's a cool car, and it is a neat car to have in your collection if you collect rotary engine vehicles. Very niche vehicle. And now the last on our list is the Mazda 3 Speed. The Mazda 3 Speed was discontinued in 2013. Mazda decided that they wanted to change their branding approach, and they were tired of the boy racer branding, and they wanted to rebrand their vehicle brand, and they wanted to be something more luxurious, high-end, and mature. So they ditched the Mazda 3-speed along with the Mazda 6-speed, and they discontinued that line in 2013. The Mazda 3-speed and the Mazda 6-speed are among the most favorited Mazdas on the internet. People love them, and it is a shame that Mazda put these engines and vehicles to rest because they're really cool cars. You could do a lot with those cool vehicles. Let us know if we missed any vehicles, which one is your favorite vehicle, if you own any of these vehicles, and if you would like to see a certain vehicle make a comeback. Thank you.